Good evening, YouTube. We're probably going to have to redo this video because it's dark right now. I'm trying to see which camera is going to do better. I've got two different cameras set up. We're going to see if the software can go back and forth and make it look like a professional recording and all that. Lord knows this ain't no professional recording. It's not a professional gardening, but I want it to be as good as it can be to answer any questions that people have or something like that. I've been through the same thing of answering questions. A lot of people have asked me a lot of questions as far as, what about this? What about this? And I have to be honest and say, I don't know. But I will find out, and I'll come back and get with you, or I will send you into the right direction you need to go to. Once again, it's all about the Google foo. Not necessarily everything that I tell you is going to work. I live in East Texas. It is hot, hot, hot during the summer. So far, we're up in the 90s. And I'm sure before it's all said and done this year, we're looking at, several straight days of over 100, no rain for a month or something like that. So you just have to deal with it. That's why I'm trying several different methods. I'm going to show you this one. This is a RGGS, or rain gutter grow system. Larry Hall put it out there on Facebook. Just do a big search for Larry Hall. He's got a lot of videos. He's got the rain gutter grow system, the kiddie pool grow system. So, and now he's starting to do pop bottles, which I'm pretty sure Larry's from up north. We don't have pop bottles down here in the south. We have Coke bottles, or we have maybe soda bottles. That's getting up above Texas, Oklahoma, where they start saying soda. We have Coke bottles down here. If you want a 2-liter bottle, that's a Coke bottle. But anyway, different strokes for different folks, different areas of the region. Ever since I got into gardening kind of seriously, as far as trying to do several different ways of hydroponics and hybrid and actually in the garden, it's kind of fun learning what's up north is not what's down south, and vice versa. And even what's down south and up north is not in the Midwest or Mid-East, in the middle part of the United States. Everybody has their own plants, vegetables, flowers that they grow, and they grow really good in that region. I've come across stuff so far this year that I've never seen or heard of before. Will it grow down here? I don't know. We're going to try and find out, though. So it's an ongoing learning process, and if anyone has any questions or comments, if I'm doing something wrong, or you see that I'm doing something wrong, or I could do it another way to make it better, make it grow faster, whatever, I have no problem. Shoot me an email, comment on the video. I'm all about the learning process and everything else. Tonight we're going to go through what Larry Hall calls is a rain gutter grow system. And as you can tell, if you're looking at the camera there, that is basically a gutter. It is sandwiched in between two 2x4s, and I've got several screws at the top of the 2x4. I'll put Larry Hall's YouTube video on how to build a rain gutter system in the bottom of the comments down there, so you can go straight to it. He's got several different systems. This one here is the first one I'm trying. I'm sure we're going to try several others. Apparently he's getting very, very good results. His group on Facebook and YouTube is going crazy with different ways of growing stuff quickly. So what this is an East Texas style rain gutter grow system, because it's hot over here and it doesn't rain that much. Right now it does, but when it does rain, it's 6 inches at a time, or 3 inches at a time over a 1 hour period. And then come summer, it doesn't rain that much at all. So you got to have some water coming from somewhere. We have, I don't know if you can see it, I'm going to swing it over there. It's dark right now. If you look on top of the Christmas trees, there's a blue barrel over there behind them, and it's got a square foot area on the roof of about 15 by 30 foot, coming straight down the downspout, straight into a rain barrel. We got 1.5 inches of rain the other day. The barrel was completely and totally full. So I'm probably going to put another one over there. As you can tell, there's 2 of them flipped upside down, not completed yet. Like I said, once again, I got so many projects going on that I didn't put 2x4s on the end of those other 2 that you see in the front. I do have one complete one set up. It does have water in it. It's got a lot of water in it after the rain the other day, and it seems to be sucking the water down pretty consistently. I mean, about every 3 days I have to go back and put water back in it just to keep it wicking up and everything. I do have a soil moisture meter that I put down in each one of those, just to make sure that the top, middle, and bottom just kind of see where the moisture is at. Make sure it's still wicking up. You get those at Walmart. I'll try to see if I can find a link for those. I think they're about $7, $8. Not a big deal there, but it does help. I'm not sophisticated enough that I can just feel the dirt and make sure it's wet enough yet. But here's the valve that we put in there. It's one of the Carrick valves but it has a 1/4 inch barb on the end of it, and the arm is adjustable. I'll put a link down in there from Amazon. And so we're going to put these in each one of the end of them, just like the drip irrigation things. I have several drip irrigation 1/4 inch pipes and 1/2 inch pipes. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up putting this straight into a 1/2 inch pipe, 1/2 inch pipe that comes from the rain barrel and feeds all 3 or 4 or 5 whenever we get done deciding. And that way it's going to take care of all the water features that you would ever need. Now I have to say today I kind of cheated a little bit. The plants that you're seeing right now are not very big. They kind of look sickly a little bit, or a couple of them do. And that's the reason I think that is because I bought these from the plants or from the feed store, and the plants are almost dead. I mean, what you see is what you get. They were exactly like that. I'll just put them in the dirt. I put them in the rain gutter grow system, and they're looking a little bit better, but not much yet. Like I said, they were almost dead. A couple of them were root bound, I'm pretty sure. We may have to deal with that, but we're going to see. That's what we had available. I'm going to try to do another video here in the next couple of days. It's going to be all about 4 different mediums, several different plants and seeds, different varieties of squash and tomatoes and this and that and everything else, and rock wool and dirt and several other different mediums to see which one makes it germinate the fastest, which one makes it grow the fastest, which one, once you put it into the medium, whether it's hydroponics or a rain gutter grow system or a kiddie pool grow system or whatever, lets it grow the best. That's another video. Hopefully it will be out sometime next week. What I did also is, I don't know how many of y'all out there are OCD or CDO, or that's the way the letters are supposed to be, so they're in order. Myself, I'm pretty much very OCD. My wife is a math teacher in high school, higher math, and she is very OCD. So when I came out here and showed her, look here, honey, we have all these plants growing. They're all going to look beautiful. They're going to grow better than the garden. And the first thing out of her mouth was, no, we can't have that, because the white buckets, the white round buckets, need to be on their own system. The little small trash cans need to be on their own system, and the little tubs need to be on their own system, because that way everything matches. Well, I had to agree with her, but this is what we got so far. This is the first part of the experiment. We're going to go with it and see what happens. Got these at the dollar store. Just plain old, I think it was like a $1.89 trash can. This was at Walmart. I want to say you get 4 of these with the lids that are probably about $2. As far as what we did with mosquitoes, I was kind of scared about the mosquito thing. So I went online and looked around and saw what Larry recommended and everyone else recommended. Already done this for a year or so. And we got on Amazon, we got some mosquito dunks. So I want to say this one was about $16, $17. Not too bad. I put one in there. We had flies and mosquitoes flying around it when I first put it out here, especially after it rained. I put one mosquito dunk in there, one gone. And after that, I haven't seen any other mosquitoes. These seem to work pretty good. Also what I used, because I was told, or I've read, that you do not need to use potting soil. You need potting mix, which wicks up better. So the potting mix that I used, because it was readily available around here in East Texas, was a potting mix from Miracle-Gro. Apparently you can put, I want to say 2 bags of the Miracle-Gro potting mix in a yellow bag like that. Cost you about $11, right at $12, something like that. So you get 2 of them. You get about 7 buckets out of it, right at 8 depending. So that's a pretty good little deal. Next time I'm gonna try to get me some actual peat, and I'm gonna try to get some actual compost, and we're working on getting some compost from the horse farms and dairies around here. But until then, well, this one works pretty good so far, it seems like, at least. Alright, and the only other thing I can think to show you is I'm going to take you up close and personal. Alright, so what we got here, we're just going to go down the row, and we've got, this is, let's see if I can get it focused. You'd think with this fancy camera I could do that, but this is Yummy Bell Petite Bell Peppers, which are orange, which I've grown bell peppers all my life. I've never seen an orange bell pepper, but apparently there are some orange bell peppers, and they're green so far. They're producing pretty good. When we first put them in there about a week ago, those were little bitty. You couldn't tell if it was going to grow or not. This next plant over here is going to be a poblano pepper, and we're not too sure about it. It looks like it's doing pretty good. I may have to trim some of these down here and put some more growth into the plant. I don't know. Feel free to let me know about that. I've never grown any poblanos. This here is going to be a mild jalapeno. When we put them in there, I believe that this one actually had a jalapeno on it, and now you can tell it most definitely has a jalapeno on it. This other one over here has a little bitty jalapeno on it, but once again, they're brand new. I'm hoping that they wouldn't root bound too long where they're just going to produce that one and quit, but we'll see. Another mild jalapeno, which isn't producing anything so far, but once again, and this is an experiment also because I know you're only supposed to put one jalapeno in a bucket, which this here is a $1.89 trash can from the dollar store. This over here is a $2.50 bucket from the dollar store, but there's two of them, and there's two net cups down in the bottom of that. One net cup for each plant. This one here has two that were growing together and then one behind it, so I'm probably gonna have to end up cutting one of them. This one here is a mild jalapeno. These were looking very sad. They were almost yellow, about to die, but now that they've been in there about a week, we do actually have a jalapeno on here, so we're gonna let her go and see. Here we got cantaloupe. Not sure exactly what we're going to do with this. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to make it climb up a trellis or maybe just let it go and blow out on the ground over here, but I may have to change up my whole entire thinking of, instead of going horizontal with the system, is go vertical with the system away from the house so I can walk in between them, obviously. Next one is a cantaloupe. Also looking real nice. Leaves and everything are looking pretty good. Top of it, you can feel it. Yep, it's a little moist. Not very moist, but pretty good. And then we have banana peppers. Not too sure. Once again, we have a double banana pepper plant growing out of one, and then one back here. So we have actually three in here. I'm probably going to have to cut one of the smaller ones out of the front, and I may have to cut both of these out, or one of them. Because apparently, once I figured out you're supposed to put one pepper plant into one bucket system because of the roots. Well, we'll see. Like I said, it's all experiment this year. And down at the very end, we have some sweet peppers or banana peppers. There's two net cups underneath there. Both of these are looking pretty good compared to what they did look like. I wish I took some pictures. But they're looking pretty good. They got nice sturdy stalks. May need to put a little bit more dirt up around them, and we'll go from there. As you can tell, I don't have anything hooked up to the end of the gutter yet, but that's hopefully coming this weekend. And here we have the gutter system, which really amazed me. As far as, like I said, that's only 15 foot going down the side of the house. The roof is about 30 foot. Downspout comes straight down, straight into a 55-gallon barrel, food grade barrel. And 1.5 inches it was overflowing, and I don't even have a spigot on it, so I kind of missed out on all that good rain. So anyways, if you have any questions, comments, feel free. I'm not going to take it personal if you tell me, hey, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. Just let me know, because I'm trying to get the most out of each plant that I can, besides the garden I have growing, and besides the hydroponics. There's a little sneak peek of the hydroponics. There's going to be some videos on that also. Buckets, 5-gallon bucket system like MHP Gardener does. That those plants are going crazy right now. And these, I hope, are fixing to go crazy. Apparently, once you get your root system established, they start going crazy and growing like crazy, and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with all this fruits I'm getting? So that's what we're hoping for. Appreciate y'all watching the video. If you have any questions or comments, shoot them to my email or whatnot. If I can't figure it out or find out something, I will direct you to someone that can. Probably Mr. Larry Hall or MHP Gardener or a couple other people that I've been watching a lot of the videos trying to figure out all this stuff. Y'all have a good one, and until next time, thank you very much.